Hey guys, Marsling here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we just had an update on JP about all the information in the next upcoming campaign, and yeah, so if you thought Global had it bad with them dropping something hype right before Heroes to conflict you with what to summon for, since we should be getting Tech Gogeta, they have revealed that the new Dokkan Fest on JP is going to be a new Trunks. And you can see from the image here, this is clearly supposed to be the Trunks who appears, goes Super Saiyan, and then defeats Mecha Frieza. So this is a unit that is pretty hype. People have been waiting for a unit like this for quite some time. Obviously the closest thing we have to this is the physical LR Trunks, obviously with his 18 key super with the awesome sword attack on Frieza. That is the thing I'm most looking forward to, like a newly updated version of that with the current level that Dokkan super attacks are at the moment. Seeing that in that sort of form would be amazing. Especially if they do the POV sliding in half shot thing like that. That whole thing is going to be super good. So Trunks is going to be the new Dokkan Fest unit. If we look at the Trunkses that are available in terms of that base form Trunks, we have the one for the Android movie. So it's not. I mean, it's the same Trunks, but it's obviously not the Trunks from that moment. In fact, really, the LR is the only one from that moment in the show, and of course as soon as he gets to a TUR he is a Super Saiyan. So the art does show a base form Trunks. Now it could be like the Int Broly where the SSR is not the final form, because obviously Int Broly the SSR is Super Saiyan and then the TUR is Legendary Super Saiyan. So the SSR could be base form and then the TUR Super Saiyan, but I feel like they haven't put out a transforming unit in the traditional sense for quite a while, and this is one of those moments from the show that obviously was very hype, with Trunks not only appearing but becoming a Super Saiyan, transforming into the second Super Saiyan that anyone had ever seen, at least the main characters from the show. So they've got to have that transformation as part of his card. So I feel like he definitely is going to be a base form that then transforms into Super Saiyan. Obviously that then helps him out with linking, because same name unit, you can use other Super Saiyan Trunkses but they won't link together, whereas transformation units obviously get around that possibility. So obviously that opens up a lot of questions for or possibilities for things that we could see during this celebration. Obviously an LR EZA for the LR Trunks is definitely something that we could see coming with this celebration. One thing that I'm sure we keep joking about it because it's been forever, but maybe, just maybe, Super Saiyan Trunks, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks will finally get an awakening, because this is actually the Trunks from that sort of era, from the Android Cell Saga. But this was, I think, one of the first ever what if cards that Dokkan ever really introduced, because the Trunks from that arc obviously never became a Super Saiyan 2. And this is who that card is supposed to be. So this card was right up there alongside Metal Rildo as being completely forgotten by the game, it seemed. And then once we got another big GT themed celebration, Metal Rildo did get his awakening. So now, I mean, we've had other Trunks sort of themed celebrations along the way, but maybe finally, since this is literally the same Trunks, the same outfit and everything, it's supposed to be the same Trunks from that era, but just as a Super Saiyan 2. So hopefully this will finally be where we could see an awakening for the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, because he is one of the few units in the game that still does not have a TUR awakening, and there's honestly not that many of them in terms of summonable SSRs. Outside of the Fusions and Heroes cards, off the top of my head, there's literally this guy and then the two Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas that started off as global exclusives. There's not many other ones other than that I can think of off the top of my head. So, like I said, if we exclude World Tournament as well as Heroes and Fusions cards. So maybe this guy finally gets an awakening. That'd be pretty nice. And then yeah, LR EZA for this guy. Obviously we do know that in the campaign they announced the EZA for the Prime Battle LR Trunks, and they've shown here the units that you will have to use. Funnily enough, I think it was Luca Dokkan the other day, shout out to him on Twitter, posted the team for the Trunks EZA, his prediction for the team. And it was literally this exact team, except with Prime Battle Frieza as the leader, because obviously we all assumed that you would need to use Prime Battle Frieza because you had to use Prime Battle Goku for Frieza's Extreme Z area. But it seems that you are going to be using the Tech LR Cell. So this answers that question of how they were going to handle all of these Prime Battle LRs further down the line, because the one thing that was definitely a concern for newer players was the fact that if you had to keep using the newest LR EZA Prime Battle, every single one was going to keep requiring the one before that, and it was going to become this like never-ending scale that if you was just starting out, you were never going to get like all that way. Like imagine if you were new here and you had to use EZA Frieza. You have to have EZA Goku on the team, which means you have to get all the units to do his EZA, then do his EZA, then get all the other units to do Frieza, and so on and so forth. So you are going to use Tech LR Cell as the leader, but this does confirm that the Androids 14, 15, and the STR13, they're all getting an Extreme Z area, so 2 more free-to-play EZAs. The STR13 is actually pretty good after his Dokkan Awakening, so his EZA definitely could be very solid. And then 14 and 15, they have some useful abilities, like being able to foresee enemy super attacks and things like that, but they were in desperate need of an EZA, because they have... I mean, they were okay when they came out, but they've definitely aged, so they definitely need a significant boost. So the 3 of them getting EZAs, obviously with the release of the Halloween unit for this year, the Android 8 and Android 17, this is quite a significant set of buffs for the Android teams. Obviously remember the EZAs that we already knew about was the Tech and STR, Android 17 and Android 18, the future ones, and then of course on JP the STR Android 18, the one kissing Krillin already has her EZA. So yeah, Android's obviously getting a very solid buff, so it's interesting to see. Obviously Tech Cell as the leader, this is going to be the first time that we're getting one of these Prime Battle LR Extreme Z areas where you don't have to have a fully EZA team, because obviously you can't EZA Cell, but yeah, this is definitely going to be very interesting. So, like I said at the beginning, this puts JP players in somewhat of a predicament, because if you were somebody who maybe you've done your summons on LR, Goku, and Hit, and that's it, you're done. Maybe you didn't do any summons because you want to save your stones. Preparing, getting ready for Heroes to come. Heroes often comes like middle of the month towards the end of the month in November. So obviously they weren't going to just, you know, leave the game hanging for a good like 2 weeks or so. So yeah, this is going to be the next Dokkan Fest for JP. So definitely excited for this one and to see everything that comes along with it. Like the fact that we're getting a whole bunch of EZAs, including the Prime Battle LR. There's a lot of other stuff that could come. Obviously, fingers crossed for this STR Trunks Awakening, because he really, really needs it. He's, like I said, one of the few units that doesn't have one, so that would be very, very awesome to see. And obviously, the other thing you have to bear in mind as well is, whilst this guy is a possibility, let's just go into the Android/Cell Saga page. Technically, this unit is obviously going to be on the Android/Cell Saga, so that is more buffs for this category as well. There's a lot of other things that we could potentially see. I mean, in terms of LR EZAs, you would think that this Trunks is going to be right up there as a candidate, but we're already getting an LR Super Saiyan Trunks EZA. So could they reveal in part 2? Because maybe there'll be a part 2 summonable LR, or maybe they'll just go straight into Heroes. Obviously, with everything that's potentially coming out on Global, we might be getting Gogeta Heroes, and then Gogeta's celebration has the part 2 LR Janemba. So this celebration on JP could still have a part 2 LR, and with that, depending on how they theme the part 2, obviously we're already seeing a lot of Androids buffs. I really, really want the old school LR Androids to get an EZA. They were the first ever friend LR, and out of the 3 friend LRs that are currently available, they're the only one that doesn't have an EZA. They're the first one that came out and they just got fully skipped over, which is pretty crazy. In terms of Prime Battle Cell, obviously Trunks is getting his. They're not going to EZA both in one celebration, even though it's kind of weird that he is leading the team for the EZA. Be pretty cool to see one for King Cold and Frieza, but also the physical LR androids, because they were a really fun unit when they first came out, especially if you're Goresh, and Yeah, those of you who haven't seen that video, that kind of is lives on as one of probably the most legendary summon videos in the Dokkan YouTube community, I would imagine. But they have dropped off quite significantly. Their defense is very bad when it comes to more difficult content. So in part 2, if there is an LR that's maybe themed around the androids, I would love to see these guys get an easy A. Especially because for me, I just recently rainbowed them from the Goku and Piccolo banner on JP. But yeah, there you go. So Dokkan Fest Trunks coming to JP. A whole bunch of buffs for the Android Cell Saga category. There is a lot of stuff going on JP. So unfortunately, like I said, you guys are in the same boat as us now, where you're going to have to decide how to allocate your stones, because we've got this going on and Heroes. It's going to be a very busy November for Dokkan. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you are a JP player, has this got you hyped? Are you going in for this over Heroes? The other thing worth mentioning is last year the Dokkan Fest that came out before Heroes on JP was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then the Heroes celebration had a whole bunch of Super Saiyan 4s that all fit under his giant 8 power leader skill. So it's very possible that this could be a hint that one of the main banner units for this year's Heroes could be God Trunks. So that's one of the things I mentioned in the Heroes video I did the other day. Xenopan is the only summonable unit they've released the info, like, well, they haven't released their info, but released that that's who one of the units is going to be. And she is like Xeno Trunks' sort of main sidekick at the time when she shows up in Heroes, and she's part of the God ritual to give Trunks Super Saiyan God. So this could be a hint for Heroes as well. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Are you hyped for this? Are you going to summon? Are you skipping for Heroes? Let me know down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down in the description for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.